Good evening. Welcome back to another show. And tonight I'm going to do my player ratings. Isn't it great to do your player ratings when your players do well? Last night, and I thought we were magnificent. I thought we pressed well. I thought we closed Liverpool down. We didn't give them enough space. Didn't have their own way. I thought we were absolutely fantastic. And our defence, brilliant. Or even Yedlin had a good game. I thought Richie played well. I thought in midfield, Longstaff was magnificent with Isaac Hayden. And I'll come back to Darlow later. And Murphy was a bit quiet. We had our Sharp, which easily saved. Joe Linton did okay. And up top, Wilson worked his socks off. And we badly missed him up top on Saturday against Man City. And like I said, our three centre back Shah, awesome. Fernandes, man mountain. Kieran Clark just loves defending. And Darlow, when I do ratings, I've got something to add about it as well. Again, it's been magnificent last night. So if you smash the likes up, subscribe if you're new to it or already haven't done it, and leave your comments down the section down below. And I really enjoyed doing my live watch along last night, so I'd like to say thank you very much for joining up. Ian had something California last night, watched my stream. Her name is Rianne. She sounds lovely. Is it Rianne? Yeah, it is. So it makes sense. So on to me player ratings. I'm going to start with Darlow. Yet again, he's been absolutely awesome. He made multiple world-class saves, and he saved from Salah in the first half. It was absolutely awesome. He made another save close range from a corner just before Salah's going to poke home. And I'm going to give him a 10 out of 10. Not normally give players a 10 out of 10, but I'm going to give him a 10 because the guy was absolutely magnificent again. And if he doesn't get picked for England, then there's something dreadfully wrong with Gareth Southgate. Seriously, he's levels than Jordan Pickford. The levels, man. Absolutely outstanding keeper out of the season. So if you look for an England keeper for the Euros, he's got to be on that shortlist. Because if he doesn't get in, again, something ain't quite right. But then again, Gareth Southgate don't pick players for Newcastle tonight. And not only that, he already picks players from the top 6, plus Nick Pope. So, Darlow, man of the match, 10 out of 10. On to the wing-backs, I'll go with Yedlin. Much better last night. On Saturday, it was Effie on the right side. I thought he closed out Andy Robertson and Sadio Mane well. And he won some duels as well. And made 6 interceptions, I quite believe, on his stats. And is he playing well to get himself a move away from the club in January or in the summer? Because he's on a free if he leaves in the summer. But he had a fantastic game last night. It's best in a black and white shirt for a long time. So I'll give Yedlin an 8 out of 10. On to Fernandes. He's going to get a 9 out of 10 for us. He's an absolute man mountain. And his tackling's been superb. And he kept Firmino quiet for the majority of the game. And the guy is just absolutely fantastic. He's out of contract at the end of the season. I'll give him another year before he walks away on the fee. And the same go with Fabian Schär, who should be Fabian superstar. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10 as well. Again, he made a clearance off the line. His tackling's been superb. He looked after Mo Salah and it. And let's put it this way. He kept Liverpool front three at bay. And he defended fantastically. I can't ask him more than that. So, Fabian Schär, 9 out of 10. Kieran Clark, I'm going to give him an 8. He got booked earlier on, but he kept his cool, kept his nerve, and he just loves defending. Another unsung hero, the Irishman. And look, since he's come in the team, he's done absolutely not wrong. He's been absolutely superb. And didn't seem to be ball out from the back as much today. But at the end of the day, he does the job and he loves defending. He had a magnificent game for us. He's an 8 out of 10. Some might say 9 out of 10. If you just leave a comments down below, how many would you give him? And I'll go to Matt Ritchie. His ball deliveries tonight were much better. And he had a better game than he did on Saturday. And he nearly had an assist from the free kick when his saves. Kieran Clark's header had a save from Alisson. And unlucky there. And I thought he played well. Did the basics right tonight, I thought. But at times, he can be a little bit slow. But he had a lot on his plate on the right hand side, but I thought he coped it well. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. On to Jacob Murphy, but I'll come to in a minute. On to Isaac Hayden. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Alongside Matty Longstaff, both 8 out of 10 I'll give him. I thought they both play well in midfield. Matty, bit of Danielson about him, is genius, winning the tackles, does the basic things right. And this guy now has got to start in games. John will show a kind of whack into the team. And he has players, but he's got to work for it. 2 games he's playing, Matty, who's absolutely outstanding. He can pass the ball as well. He's so composed in the midfield, he doesn't get flustered. The one thing I noticed about this guy, he's lost a lot of weight and he looks in good shape. So, Matty, 8 out of 10. Hayden, 8 out of 10 as well. His energetic person in the defence and midfield has been really good. The bad news is he's got butts as well, so unfortunately he'll be out for the Leicester game. That's a blessing, I think, because he's played about 6-7 games since he had COVID, so he deserves a well-earned rest. So, put your feet up, Isaac. You deserve a well-earned rest. You're getting an 8 out of 10. On to Jacob Murphy. He was okay today. His effort cannot be questioned, but I'd like to see him do a bit more. Be confident a bit more off the ball, take on players a bit. And yeah, he did okay, but nothing spectacular. But he wasted 2 free kicks as well, which is a bit of a letdown. But at the end of the day, putting a shift in, and yeah, I'll give him a run of games on the right hand side of midfield, why not? But I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. And on to Joe Linton. He looks better on the left hand side or 10 role, never a front player, but I thought he improved a little bit tonight. I thought his first person is good, his hold up play was okay, and his person is fine. But again, he failed to create chances for the frontman Callum Wilson, which I'll come to in a minute. And he needs to be explosive more. 6'2", and I like to see more of him. He's coming on, but he's got to step up now because he should be shining by now. So I'm going to give Joe Linton, and this is going to surprise a lot of people, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 for the Brazilian. So he gets a 7 from me. And Callum Wilson, he put an excellent shift and he's been fantastic tonight. He's been harassing, pressing, bullying defenders. He had a great chance early in the half when his shot deflected off a defender in the way for a corner. And he caused Liverpool all sorts of problems. He's happy to do the ugly work for 90 minutes. And he's a 90-minute player. His movement's fantastic. And his physicality is give us a focal point as well. And he's always a threat. So I'm going to get Callum an 8 out of 10. Moving on to the subs. Go to Almiron. He didn't really do much. He did what he had to do, just running but the problem is he's been keeping overhead passes and got them on them. But at the end of the day, just did a job. So I'll probably give him a standard 5. Jamal Lewis, I'm going to give him a standard. Well, I'm going to give him a 3 out of 10. He didn't do much. 3 out of 10 from Jamal Lewis. And that's it. And Steve Bruce, I'll praise him when it goes well, and I cuss him when it goes wrong. He's not my manager, but I thought he got his tactics right and neat. Yeah? And I like to see him make positive changes, like around the 60th minute mark, and just go out and be bored. So I thought he's got his tactics well, and like I said, if he gets it right, I will praise him. And he got it right tonight, I guess. So I'm going to give Steve Bruce 8 out of 10. It could have been a bit higher if he was a bit positive. So 8 out of 10 for Steve Bruce. And the fans, well, I can't really say the fans because I haven't been in the stadium, but on social media, all the reports I've been getting, I've been giving them a 10 out of 10. And let's hope we build on. The next game against Leicester on Sunday. And if we keep playing like we have done last night, then things will be fine. We need to be expressing ourselves more. Steve has got to allow us to do well. And he's doing that. And that's the best performance I've seen this season. So if you keep it up, everyone will be happy. So like I said, that's my player ratings. And if you like my videos, like and subscribe. And leave a comment down below. I should do in another video. soon, which will be the press conference reaction for the Leicester game, and I'll do a quick preview as well. And until then, have a happy new year, whatever you decide to do, and hopefully you drink plenty, go and celebrate. I know it's been a poor year, it's been a shocking year for everyone in 2020, and hope 2021 is going to be even better. So until then, happy new year again, and have a good one. Awida lads.